A super early good morning here from Milner Pass. We're up on Trail Ridge Road near the Continental Divide, and it's about 5 a.m. What is it, July the 9th? And today we're gonna go hike Mount Ida and beyond. But the sun doesn't even rise for another half an hour or so. Christine's got the headlamp on. We're pumped and ready to rock this. Last summer, we bagged Mount Ida, and on the way back, we got Jagger Point. But today, there are 4 summits beyond Mount Ida. That the only way you can get to them, it's an out and back route. But beyond Mount Ida, there's Chief Shelley Peak, Cracktop, Mount Julian, and Teratoma Mountain. So Mount Ida and beyond, we're gonna see how many peaks beyond Ida we can get before we have to turn around. We are out of the tree line. It's been about 46 minutes and about 1.3 miles from the Milner Pass. Ida's that tall point in the back in the sun. Like the sunrise is beginning to peek over, about to start hitting us here before too long. We're still cooking down the Mount Ida trail. I believe we've reached the base of Mount Ida here, and we're at about 1 hour and 50 minutes and about 3.55 miles. I believe we're looking at the Never Summer Mountain Range.
Yeah, there's Cracktop.
Here's the final approach to Mount Ida. Boom, Mount Ida. You can get a look at our route ahead of us. That's Chief Shelley Peak, and we're gonna have to go down and up to it. Oh, I got some cobwebs here. Might be the first one through here in a little bit. We are coming down the side of Ida, and our goal's that saddle up to Chief Shelley Peak. just taking a look at where we've come from, and it's taken us about 40 minutes to get from the top of Mount Ida there down here to the saddle. We just had a 15-minute break. Now we're going to try to summit Chief Shelley Peak. Right, I think this is it. This is the high point. Say cheese. All right, guys, it took us about 4 hours and 25 minutes and about 5.85 miles to make the summit up here of Chief Shelley Peak. Second summit of the day. And here's a good view down into what's called the highest lake. And it looks like it's pretty much still frozen. We're here along the ridge between Cracktop there down low. I think that's Mount Julian up there in the background. Chief Shelley is over there, and Mount Ida way in the back. So we're almost wrapping around the highest lake, like in the shape of a C. All right, yes! I'm standing on the summit of Cracktop, our third summit of the day. There's where we came from, across that ridge. Epic.
Heck yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to name the lakes. I think we've got Highest Lake.
Azur's down there.
Was that Azure?
That one's Inkwell.
Inkwell.
That's Arrowhead.
And then Lake Arrowhead.
And then this tiny one over here is Donut.
All the approaches of the mountains back here our class 2, except for between Cracktop, where we're on top of, and Mount Julian. The book by Lisa Foster, she says this ridge is a class 3. So we're currently debating if we're going to give it a shot to try to get over there to Mount Julian. We've given it a shot. We're kind of getting stuck on the side here, trying to figure out how to get over the ridge since we weren't staying on top of it. We're currently debating to keep on going or turn around, because we still need to get around that rock pile and then up to Mount Julian, and it's slow going. We were zigzagging down there, and I guess you just got to zigzag farther to get down around that ridge, and then you're home free. But to get here to down there, it's kind of like a puzzle. It's been about an hour since we summited Cracktop, and we weaved our way down the side, but the further we got, the spicier it looked like it was getting, and we're starting to get tired, so we made the right call to turn around. We got Mount Ida, Chief Shelley Peak, and Cracktop, and the weather's awesome. A little windy, but not unbearable.
And a bunch of mountain lakes that
we've never seen.
Either way.
Yeah, we've never seen these mountain lakes before, especially from this angle. Coming back from Cracktop, going around this ridge. It has to be one of the coolest ridges we've ever walked. It sits over like 4 lakes. This hike definitely ranks up there with them. And we've skirted around Chief Shelley Peak this time instead of going up and over. Save ourselves some work. Work our way back down to the saddle. Then we got to climb back up to Mount Ida, and then it's about a 5-mile trek home from there. And it looks like the clouds are rolling in now, so it's a good thing we're headed back. The sun came back out, thankfully, because we have a long way to go for the tree line. We are almost back up top of Mount Ida. Man, what a trek. Back up and on Mount Ida. Our total time for the day is 8 hours and 11 minutes and 8.7 miles. Summit Marmot. We got another Summit Marmot. Dun, 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 dun. And before we head out of here, I want to say what's up to Nick Sangetta. I think you said you're over there on Otis Peak today doing the East Ridge. So I think you're over there in that area somewhere. Just wanted to give you a shout out and hope you had good weather today and an awesome hike. Oh man, looks like we came into the mother lode here of the yellow-bellied marmots. The dark clouds up there hanging out over Ida. Right above us, all right, we finally got down to the base of Mount Ida, and our stat check here, we have 9 hours and 11 minutes and 10.2 miles. We finally made it back down here to the tree line and escaped the wrath of the gods. Time is 10 hours and 10 minutes. Total mileage for the day is 12.55. And I believe we have an elk sighting. 2 giant elk down there. You can see Trail Ridge Road right there. Sitting down's gonna rule. We're back down to the car and we had to go into beast mode to get that hike today. That was a hell of a hike. All right, and our totals today for Mount Ida, Chief Shelley Peak, and Cracktop 10 hours and 43 minutes and 13.7 miles. And the total elevation gain for today is 4,824 feet. It was awesome. It was a very hard hike. It's the hardest of this year so far. See you on the next one.